Hey everybody, I'm Andy, this is Joe, and today we're going to talk about, well, we're going to actually give you guys a video that you can pass around to your friends and associates um, when you think they might want some help or might be able to use some help. So, Joe, why don't you introduce yourself?
Yeah, hello, everyone. I am Coach Joe. I am a transformational life coach, helping people find purpose, presence, and passion in their lives, whether it be in life or business. Today, we're here mainly talking to men and how we can help them. And that video is going to be, well, today's video is going to be about sending out something that you guys can use to others that might need some help who may not know where to get it or how to get it.
Right, right. That's perfect. I'm Coach Andy, and I coach mostly men. I have recently acquired a female client, so now it's not exclusively men. Um, so I coach mostly men, and mostly men who have control issues. Either they don't have control of their own lives, or they're trying to control other people's lives, and they don't want to. They want to stop. So, as we said a moment ago, let's talk about how what you can do if you've been the receiver, if somebody has sent you this video, why would they have done so, and what are they hoping you'd get out of it? So, first of all, if somebody sent you this video, it's because they have heard you talk about something in your life that they think you want help for. They've heard you ask for help, and maybe you just asked them. You're not actually looking for professional help or outside help besides just going to your friends and family. Some of us just go to our friends and family for help. And if somebody has sent you this video, it's probably because they feel you can use help that they can't give you, that they want to help in some way that they don't feel capable of doing for you. It's possible that we have helped them or someone they know, or that they know us personally and would like to, offer some of our expertise, some of our skills. So that's my invitation. Is first of all, let's just talk about what might be going on, and let's just get on the phone and see if we can help. I mean, Joe and I both, we do this coaching thing on purpose because we want to change people's lives. We want to help. We want to make a difference. And let's just we do that by helping. We don't necessarily require you to commit to any kind of a contract or any kind of a call or anything like that, but we do ask that you just get on the conversation and see if there's something we can do to help. That's all I have for that. What do you got there, Joe?
Um, so I think that you stated that all very well. And yeah, I mean, I think as far as like if somebody had sent me this particular video that we're working on, I'd be like, well, that's odd. And I'd kind of be like, okay, let me call this person and see what's going on here, what this is all about. So, what this is all about is what Andy just talked about. It's very straightforward. It's very easy. It's a safe place of non-judgment if you do reach out to us. Um, Now, the thing that I've experienced over this last week is a lot of people I have interacted with and like anxiety groups, depression groups, so on and so forth, is that they have said, yeah, I've been going to therapy and counseling and it's not working for me. I've had several people say that to me this week, and I've spent 20 to 30 minutes with them, and they've gotten more value out of that 20 to 30 minutes than they have out of 4 years of therapy or counseling. That's not to say that therapy and counseling doesn't work. For some, it will, for some, it won't. It just depends on who that person is. So, if you're one of those people, or if you're not one of those people and you need help, feel free to reach out to us and watch this video because it should give you a little bit of a guide um, to, to where you can go and what you can do and how
Right.
things can transpire in a way that works effectively for you in a good way.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that. I like that because what you said is that sometimes we have maybe reached out to different places friends, family, Facebook groups. Maybe we've gone to a therapist. Maybe we've gone to a professional. And if there's still something we're searching for, we still are looking, we still don't feel what we want to feel or have the results we want to have.
Right.
Maybe that is what we're seeking right now. And we can give you something like that. We can't give that to everybody, just like therapy can't help everybody, coaching can't help everybody, but it does help a lot of people. And the coaching you and I do has helped a lot of people. That's kind of the difference here. We are the difference with us is we are focused on results. We're focused on helping you achieve a thing, either a feeling or an action or a place or a mindset. We're looking to help you get somewhere in your life, help you to accomplish something in your life. If you're missing something or you're feeling something you don't want to feel, we can help with that. So yeah, I like what you said. It is often just about reaching out to another person to see if maybe what we can do is different than what you've had before. Again, I helped a lot of people who've been to therapy or counseling. I know I was helped by a coach when I have been to therapy and counseling and a psychiatrist. I was on drugs for a number of different conditions as well. And coaching helped me in a way that those didn't. Now, again, like you said, that's not to say that coaching or that counseling or therapy doesn't help. It does help many, many people. It makes a lot of difference. And some people it doesn't. Right. So this is just another avenue, just another option, just something else. Give us a chance. The worst that can happen is it's a call. It's a few minutes. It's half an hour at the most. That we get to know each other, and you decide you don't like us. That's the worst that'll happen.
Right.
That you decide you don't want what we have. The best that can happen is that there is something we can do to help. So what does it look like if somebody was watching this video and they said, okay, well, I don't have much to lose. I mean, I kind of want to change my life and I don't really know how to do that. What would it look like if somebody contacted you?
So what it would look like is we're going to have a side-by-side on the couch conversation, right? I'm not going to come in with any kind of judgment around what you told me or why you're here. I'm going to try and get to know you a little bit. We're going to build rapport. We're going to talk to each other and just make sure we're comfortable working with each other. After maybe 5 or 10 minutes of that, we're going to sit on the couch a little bit longer, right? And then I'm going to ask some deeper questions like, okay, you came here and you have high anxiety that you want to get rid of. What have you tried so far to do that? What's worked? What has not worked? It's going to be one of the first questions I ask, right? And then I'm going to ask, well, how long have you been doing that? Right? And if you tell me 5 years, I'm going to go, wow, 5 years. And you're still not where you want to be. Well, okay, let's look into that a little bit. Okay, so then I'm going to go down and we're going to just learn a little bit more about each other. We're going to build this little co-creative relationship, right? And then I'm going to get into the question that I ask all my clients. The number one question that so far that I've asked everybody who's really gotten me results or gotten, well, them results really, right? Yes. I'm just asking the question. They're doing the work, or you're doing the work if you're watching this and you're one of my clients. The question is very simply, what is it in the past that you've not solved? What is it that you're trying to avoid? And these are the questions that hit hard because often we don't want to go to those deep, dark places. But one of the things that that really hit me a few weeks ago was I was watching a YouTube video with Jim Carrey, and he said, you need to be depressed. Your body and your mind needs to be depressed. But depressed equals deep rest. Yes. Right? Your body and your mind need deep rest. And so if you haven't solved these things in the past, you have that energy in your body that you need to get rid of, that you need to change. So we're going to work on changing the meaning of that or solving that or whatever it is that we need to do to close the door on that so that you can move forward. whatever that means for you.
Right.
We're going to go from there.
Right.
So
I
that's
like
what.
that. I like that because it is about moving forward.
Mhm.
One of the differences between what we do and say what counseling or therapy might do is that we are focused on forward.
Yeah.
We are focused on what is the result you're looking to have. Now, oftentimes we might feel, like you said, anxiety, or there might be some depression, or there might be some emotion, there might be some anger. For a lot of my guys, there's a lot of anger. There might be something there, but they don't want to. They're not looking to necessarily get rid of the anger. Although that is what they want, that isn't the result they're looking for. The result they're looking for is to be more loving to my wife, to be less angry at my kids. I want to treat my kids with more respect, or I don't want to lose my temper so much at work. So being less angry is a path to that, but it isn't the actual result they're looking for. Or being less anxious or being less depressed is a path to the result you might be looking for. So we're looking for the results that move you forward. You want something, and something's in your way. So what we'll do is help you figure out what that is.
Yeah, I mean, essentially, we're like emotional movers.
Yes.
You know what I mean? We're going to move that furniture around in your body or in your mind that's blocking the doorway to your future or to your happiness or to whatever it is.
Whatever
We're
the
going to
result
help
is you're looking for. Yeah.
use that result.
Yeah. So when somebody contacts me, it looks very similar. We'll sit down and have a conversation. I like the term you used, an on the couch conversation. And that is more of a metaphor because a lot of the calls we have are on video or on the phone or something like that. So we're not actually sitting on someone's couch most of the time. However, that is the type of conversation we're having. Somebody calls me up and I'm going to, first of all, ask, how are you actually doing? I don't want to know, how you're doing fine. No, I don't want to, I don't want the normal answer you give the general public. I want to know how you're actually doing. So I'm going to say, how are you doing? No, how are you actually doing? And I'm going to care. And I'm going to do my best to pay attention to what you're saying and help you feel heard and understood so that we can, like Joe also said, build some rapport. It's about trust. I'm not so concerned if you like me, but I am concerned if you trust me. Because sometimes I'm going to say some things that you're not going to like. However, I'm never going to say something that will hurt you. Right? I will always say things that help you move forward with the things that you're trying to do with your life. And on that first call, I'm just going to build some rapport. I'm going to build some trust. I'm going to show you that I care, that I'm there for you, and that I'm going to make some efforts to help. What's going to happen on that first call is, we're going to have a few minutes. I'm going to just ask you about your life and what is the results that you've gotten that you don't want, and what's the result that you do want, and what's the difference. What is it you and again, what have you tried? What have you done in the past that might have helped, that might not have helped, that you might want to try again or try it differently? And in asking you those questions, I'm paying attention to patterns rather than results. I'm paying attention to, if you tried this and you tried this and you tried this and it helped a little bit, or it helped that much, or it helped a little bit, or it didn't help at all, I'm looking for the pieces, the patterns that tell me why things might have helped or not helped. I'm looking for the little things that we can put into a new plan that might help you create a better result, a different result. And then we'll usually do some sort of a small practice to try and give you some of that feeling. I mean, coaching is usually um, uh, um, a course of time. Like, it takes some time to get the results, but we can usually give you some kind of results in the first phone call. And so that's what I'll do, is I'll try and give you some kind of a result. And also, like Joe said, I won't come to a call with any kind of an agenda or with any kind of judgment. I'm not looking for you to hire you or for you to hire me as a client or as a coach. I'm not looking for you to I'm not looking to decide if your life is the right one or the wrong one. I'm not looking to tell you what's right or wrong with your life. I'm looking to help you figure out what it is that you want and to help you figure out what it is in the way of getting what you want so that I can help you get the results you're looking for. And although I will probably offer to help you with this on a long-term basis as a coach, that isn't the agenda. If you say yes, great. If you say no, also great. Like, I'm not there to gain a client, I'm there to help. And if I can help you in one phone call, that's makes me happy. That's the result I'm looking for. If I can just, care enough and listen enough and then offer, some sort of a breakthrough or some sort of a motion, a movement in your feelings, in the way in the results that you get. If I can help you get even a slightly different result than you've gotten, then that's enough for me. I just want to help. Like you said, we want to make a difference. There is no judgment. There is no agenda. There is no purpose to this besides making a difference in your life, helping you get the result you're looking for. So there is no cost to that first call. I don't know if you said anything about cost, but I know on my calls there is no cost to that first call. And if there's additional calls, we'll talk about what that looks like at the end of the call. If you want more help, we'll talk about that at the end of the call. But we're going to first go through that first call and actually figure out, what we can do to help, what I can do to help. That's what the first call is about. So it really is trying to, understand what it is you're looking for, what it is you've had, what it is you've done, and see if we can't offer something different that will give you a different result, a better result, closer to what you're looking for. And that's what we're here for. Okay, there won't be any pressure, there won't be any expectations, there won't be any judgment. There'll be just, can we help?
So with all that said, I think it's important for anyone watching this, and even us as coaches, to say that when we come into a conversation like this, whether we're the coach or the client, it's important that we check our egos at the door, right?
Yeah.
We leave our egos behind us. No ego comes into this on either side, or at least it shouldn't.
Right.
Because egos can get in the way of those results that you want, right? My ego might tell me, well, I have an agenda. Or my ego might tell me, well, I don't need that. I can figure it out on my own. Because that's how we're wired or programmed or whatever, right? But if we drop all that and we truly open up, right, that's where the magic happens. So if you see this video, just open your mind to it, open your heart to it, and ask yourself, what's the worst thing that could happen? I lose 30 or 45 minutes of my time, or maybe I watch this and it changes my life in a positive way forever.
Correct. Yeah. That's exactly it.
So, yeah, and that's really what this is essentially all about. As far as us that Andy was talking about, our first call with a client is always absolutely 100% free. There's no agenda, there's no contract, there's no nothing. It's just, hey, if you give me 30 minutes and I essentially stop you from committing suicide or hurting somebody, my job is done, right? But then if you call me again and say, hey, that was really powerful, I want some more help on this, then we can have a conversation about how that would go. I had a conversation 2 days ago with a young lady who was suffering with anxiety, depression, and suicidal, right? Now, she's been on, I don't know, the therapy platform for like 5 years or something like that. I spent an hour and a half with her for free, 2 days ago, right? And now she offered to pay me for my services. Now she's on disability. She doesn't have a job. And I'm not going to say what she offered to pay me because it was very low, but I accept it because it's not about the dollar.
Right.
It's about the human.
It's about the human.
If you offer me $5 to help, I'm going to say sure. If you don't have $5 and you need help, I'm going to say sure.
Yep.
You offer me $1,000, I'm going to say sure.
Right.
It depends on where you're at.
Yeah.
And how much you're going to do the work. Because essentially, my job is easy. Andy's job is easy. We ask the questions, right? But the hard work comes on you because you actually have to do the work. And we can check in with you, but we can't force you to do it.
Right.
That's why I say our job is easy. I mean, it's not always easy. I say that kind of nonchalantly because we.
Yeah. It's not easy in that anyone can do it. We are trained in how to ask the questions and how to listen and what to listen for, and and how to pay attention to what it is you actually need. We do have training in that, and that training makes it really, really easy. We essentially do what your friends do, except we do it with a trained eye. We know what to look for. A trained eye, a trained ear. Yeah, we know what to look for, and we can ask the right questions at the right time.
Right. And sometimes we'll ask the wrong question at the right time on purpose.
Yep.
So there's a whole other psychological thing to it. We're going to ask questions that are going to confuse you. They're going to make you go, what did it, what?
Yeah, and that's kind of the point. That's kind of the point. Yeah. What we're trying to do is help you to unlock things that you've never thought of before, unlock processes that you never recognized were happening in you before, unlock feelings you never knew you had. What we're trying to do is help you see the parts of your life that you don't yet see.
Right. So yeah,
And,
so
that's how we do that. Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, and that's why I say it's easier for us, right? Because we've been training, we had all this experience over the past year or 2 years or however long we've been doing this, right?
Yeah.
And so that's our part. We hold a nice space for you, non-judgmental, where you can open up. You can say anything you want to us, as long as we're not bound by law to report it. Everything you say stays with us, right? So just keep that in mind. I mean, it's a very on the couch conversation, like I said earlier.
Yeah.
Right. Computer, phone, however we're talking. It doesn't have to be on Zoom, right? It could just be a phone call. It could be a Voxer app. It could be whatever. It could be an email, text message. However you're comfortable communicating, that's how we want you to communicate.
Yeah.
Right. And because we have to be there for you.
Yeah, that's right.
But more importantly, you got to be there for you.
That's exactly it.
And if you're not there for you, if you don't trust yourself with you, then who do you trust?
Yeah.
Who can you go to?
That's often the case.
Where will you go? How will you get there? When will you get there? And who cares enough to say, you know what, I'm going to give you an hour of my time for free.
Yeah. And that's often what I am for my customers, for my clients. I am the guy they can trust when they don't even trust themselves. Right. A lot of the times they borrow my trust of them because they don't trust themselves enough. So they help me. They let me see what the real them, what really is going on with them for their in their lives, so that I can trust them, and they can trust me. Right. So yeah, I like that. That is exactly why your friends might pass this video on to you, because they want to help, and maybe they don't know how, or maybe they do know how, and what they know is that you need a coach, or maybe they just see something that they'd like to help with, and maybe you haven't asked, or maybe you have asked, or maybe they think you want to ask, or maybe there's something there. We can't always tell what it is. We don't always know what it is, but we are people, and we do care about people. All people care about other people, and sometimes we just don't know what to do. So that's where you and I, Joe and I, come in, and we can go, yeah, we can help.
Going back to what you were saying about the friends, sometimes there's friends or family members who will say, well, you're just doing this for attention. You're just doing this because of this, or you're just doing this because of that. And the more you hear that, the more hurt you become, the more resistant you get asking for help. Okay. We're not going to say that to you.
Nope.
So if someone is saying that to you, you see this video, reach out to us.
That's what we're here for.
Send you this video, reach out to us. Because like Andy said, maybe they do care, but they just don't know how to help. Or maybe they're tired of helping. Maybe they've run out of answers, right? The truth of the matter is no one has your answers but you. We can help you find those answers.
That's what we're trained to do. That's where our skill set is. We help you find the answers you already have that you've hidden from yourself, that you don't even know you have.
Yep.
That's the skill set we have.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Joe. Thank you, audience, person watching this, for watching this video and for giving yourself the time and the credit to see if this is something that you want to give a shot to. I encourage you to give yourself some grace and just reach out. It won't cost you anything but a little bit of time, and we might be able to do something for you. So reach out, see if we can do something for you, and of course, if you like the video, then press the like button and subscribe if you want more of this type of content where we do videos as often as we can. And we'll talk to you again. Thanks a whole bunch.